Alright, this is the third video solving systems of equations. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get rid of the x's. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by 2 because that'll give me 2x plus negative 2x is 0. That'll get rid of the x's. So let's rewrite them. So I get 2 times this first equation, which is 2x minus 4y equals 6, and then I'm going to write down the second equation and I'm going to add. So I get 2x plus negative 2x is 0, and minus negative 4y plus 4y is 0. So this is 0 equals, and then 6 plus 1 is 7. So both variables went out, and I'm left with 0 equals 7. Well, 0 equals 7 is not a true statement. So this is no solution. That means these two lines here do not intersect. These lines are parallel. And here's a graph of the two lines. You can see the two lines are parallel. They'll never intersect. So there's no solution. Okay, let's take a look at another one. I'm going to get rid of let's get rid of the y's. So I have a minus 2y here, so I need a plus 2y here. So I'm going to multiply this first equation by negative 2. That'll give me a positive 2y there. So I get negative 4x plus 2y equals negative 2, and then I'll write down the second equation, and I add, and negative 4x plus 4x is 0, 2y plus negative 2y is 0, so both variables went out again, and negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Now, unlike this last problem where I had 0 equals 7, that's a false statement. Here I have a true statement. 0 does equal 0. So this is an infinite number of solutions. So let's just take a look at the graph. So you can see, you can't really see the two lines. You can see this little dark line. That's one of the lines underneath the other one. So this is a line on top of a line. They have every point in common. So this point here is a solution. This point's a solution. This one. Every point on the line is a solution. So if I have a x value of 1, then it looks like from the graph my y value is also 1. And if I have an x value of 2, it looks like my y value is 3. If I have an x value of 4, it looks like my y value is 7. Okay, so we can't sit there and write every single point down. We can't write down the point 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and so on, because then we would have to come back and write down for x is 0, what's y? X is 1/2, what's y? So what we do, instead of plugging in all the real numbers for x and getting our y value, what we do is we say let x equal k, the letter k, where k is any real number. That saves us from having to write down all the real numbers, which would take forever. So in the other videos, when we had an x value, how did we get our y value? Well, we plugged it back into one of the equations. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm saying let x equal k. K is any real number. So now I need my y value. So I need to plug k into one of these equations. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it into this first one. So I get 2 times x, and in the place of x I'm going to put k, minus y equals 1. Then I subtract 2k to both sides. So I get negative y equals negative 2k plus 1. And then I'm going to divide each term by negative 1. So I get y equals 2k minus 1. So now I'll write my solution in this form, xy, just like we did in the other videos. So I've got x, which is k, and my y, which is 2k minus 1. And there's my answer. And this is the last video on solving equations using the addition method. And that's it.